Hello everybody. Today we are playing Megabonk and we are going to be going for the Hero Sword Unlock. To do that, we'll try using Tony Mczoom. Let me make sure. Hero Sword. Defeat a stage boss without picking up any items, power-ups, or using shrines. Okay, here we go. We'll see what we can do. We should be able to just do this on tier 1. There was a new Megabonk update. But before we get into all of that, guys, if you're excited for the video, if you've been enjoying the video so far, if you're excited for any of it, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a ton. I do read each and every single comment. With that said, new Megabonk update, a lot of changes. As you saw at the beginning, the leaderboard is just overran by dice head. Turns out there was a big dice head glitch that whenever you would get enough what would it be, XP to get a multiple levels at once, his passive wouldn't proc. So basically the way his passive works is every time you level, you're supposed to be able to get a, probably should take an Aegis there maybe, you're supposed to be able to get a stat buff like the Chaos Tome, right? I can't open chests, I'm pretty sure. I can't use power-ups either. Can I use, I didn't pay enough attention. I don't think we can use chests. I don't think we can use shrines. I don't think we can use power-ups. I think we can use pots. However, the issue with pots would be running into getting the health power-up maybe, right? So we should be careful. Probably shouldn't do that. Probably just need to run around and I don't know what we should do, really. Just try to get XP. That's what makes the most sense to me, I suppose. We'll grab the crit chance tome just because it's a damage tome. I didn't check my tomes or anything before this, so I have no idea what we have equipped right now. But yeah, so dice set is very strong. What would happen is you'd get multiple levels in one kind of level situation. It would just end up giving you the effect once, which is very, very not great. And now that it's fixed, he is a very strong character, it seems. I will say that videos got a little delayed. It's not a great experience, but it is what happens. So there are some things in the old video that I recorded a few days ago that will be going out the day I'm recording this that now are no longer relevant. Like I did say, No Rest for the Wicked is on sale. I do believe it is now off sale. Unlucky. My apologies on that one. But it is what it is. It shouldn't be too big of an issue by any means. I can't grab that power up. Man, I wish I could just disable them just to make sure my brain doesn't accidentally grab one. That's what I really wish I could do. Bone got a power up, or a pretty big buff. It got crit chance and crit damage added to its level options basically. So what that means is it's a lot better. It got knockback removed. It got crit damage and crit chance. The reason why it's a lot better is because it's just a lot better scaling. Whenever you level it up, you're going to be scaling a lot better throughout the game now. Let's go. I kind of think Aegis is good just to be able to have a defensive layer. Maybe I'm crazy for that. Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? Who knows? Anything else? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. The hats, dude, I'm so excited for the hats. I'm very, very looking forward to basically just trying to buy the hats. Or not buy the hats, but being able to unlock the hats. Sorry, my brain's a little scatterbrained. I think... No, I was gonna talk about potential upload schedule implications and everything, but we are not going down that rabbit hole. There was a really funny comment, and it was Apothos talking about his schedule. I'll see you guys in a couple months. Something along the lines. It was an amazing comment. But yeah. No, things have been going good. Like I said, I won't be doing Megabonk forever, but I really am enjoying it. I'm really happy with the update. I think the update's a lot of fun. There were some good chunk of bugs that got fixed. Now you can kind of tell XP better in terms of what is good, what is bad. That's not what I really mean to say. More so in terms of, see how the blue is smaller and the yellow's bigger, and then red should be even bigger than yellow, so you can kind of get an idea of your tiering of XP crystals and what's better and what's worse. I do need to really quickly, I need to get safe for a moment. My phone went off a moment ago and it will go off again if I'm not careful. I can't grab these chests in my brain. Everything in my brain is just grab the chest, but alas, I cannot grab the chest. I thought I heard my phone go off. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm looking for, Brett, the whole reason we're getting the Hero Sword is because the Hero Sword and the Corrupted Sword, which I've done runs with them on my own. I've done some pretty fun runs with them, and I've always thought, wow, these things kind of suck. Apparently they had a bug where they could only hit one enemy at a time, which seems like an insanely huge bug. I'm not super sure. I need to look more into what the wording on it was. But if it could only hit one enemy at a time, then that's an insane buff to those weapons. And those weapons could be really good now. But I'm not shocked at all to see Dice Head at the top of the leaderboards. That is no shocker to me. I also have been doing a lot of runs this weekend, or over the past weekend, doing the 3 weapons on Forest, and man, it's a lot different, admittedly, than doing the 3 weapons on Graveyard. I didn't have too much of a trouble on Graveyard, but doing 3 weapon runs on Forest, I had some crazy good starts too. And I was struggling. I did get the new Fox hat. That was a run I wanted to do. I used, what did I use? I used you have to get the Lightning Staff, Fire Staff, and the Blood Magic all to level 40. I assume you have to do it in the same run. I did it in the same run. And that was a lot of fun and very enjoyable. But I do want to get to, that better not count as using a shrine, by the way, just having to pass through it. I do want to be able to get to getting the Graveyard unlocked, man. The Graveyard's just such a fun map, and I really want to have that be the map we do probably in most of the videos on. It has such fun scaling. I really just hope we keep the maps and everything coming, man. I hope we get as much content in this game as like Vampire Survivors has. I adore this game so much. I do need to play more Vampire Survivors and stuff like that on the channel. And then Lork, I think it's called Lork, L-O-R-K. It came out. I'm really excited to look into that some more. It's on like a sale right now, like an early adopter sale or something along those lines. What if we just spawn the boss? What if we just did it? I mean, like, I think it's fine. I don't think we'll just die to him flat out. It will get some damage on him because it might take a while to kill this guy. You know what I mean? So, no, it might be good to just spawn him early if we think we can dodge it. We should be able to dodge most everything he can do. The main thing I'd be scared about not being able to dodge, I probably should take an XP there. I don't know. The main thing I'd be worried about not being able to dodge would be the predictive attack. The other thing that could be concerning is running into one of these power-ups. I probably should have tried to stay away from where I was going to spawn the boss if I was going to be doing this. You know, it probably isn't the worst idea in the world to just try to get away right now. The boss will respawn like over wherever we go because there's too many power-ups there. If I zone out for a quarter, okay, love starting with shield, love starting with shield. If I zone out for a quarter second, it is just going to be a GG run and a half. There we go. Our boy's over here now. We do need to be careful, of course, not to die to the swarm, but with this style of weapon, you usually don't have to worry too much about that. Not too much at all. I wish I could grab the magnet, but I can't because I can't remember if power-ups are one of the things I can't grab. I wish you know what's crazy? I went back to read it to make sure that I fully understood it, and even then, I just, unlucky. We are going to have to get that Charge Shrine challenge too eventually. Maybe we do, I don't know. I feel like Chaos Tome deserves its own video. Chaos Tome's kind of one of those pain in the butt unlocks. It can be really frustrating to have to deal with. We are getting a little bark down slowly but surely. We'll grab the base damage. I think base damage is going to be best right now. We have a lot of projectiles going around. If we don't get off for base damage, I'd say crit chance is really good, but of course we do have proj and attack speed, which are basically kind of scaling the same stuff. And then the only reason we have the Aegis is because largely because I wanted it for a defensive layer. If we're not able to deal that much damage, we are likely to get hit more, and it's nice to be able to not insta-die to getting hit. I am looking at the pots on the map, and I do remember another thing that was changed, which was that pots now give a bit of luck, so I wonder... Did I... Maybe because I banished it. I can't believe I ran into it at the end, man. I can't. I'm actually so frustrated by that. I am very frustrated by that. That is a big unhappy feeling in my chest right about now. Man, oh man. I went into this episode thinking it would happen at least once, and I was so proud of myself that it wasn't happening. And I see it and I just run into it. I see it's so hard to retrain your brain for those kind of things. Yeah, we're gonna get the kill here and it's not gonna count, is it? Oh, it did. Not pick up any items. Power-ups are using shrines. Okay. So because we banished it, man, what a good feeling. Okay, all right. Well, that's our sword unlock. Well, you know, we're gonna do a test. I do want to just see. Can I well, I don't really just want to exit. I'd rather. I don't know if I can just easily find a way to die though. We'll just exit. We'll just exit. Surely we keep the unlock. It'd be insane if we didn't, right? Imagine. Okay, we're good. So we've unlocked both of these. What do we have now? How do we get the graveyard? How do we get the graveyard unlocked? Because I would love to get that. I'm pretty sure you have to use calcium, right? as Calcium on Desert Tier 2, summon and defeat the undead boss. Okay, so what do we want to use? Bone got buffed. Bone is going to be scaling with projectiles, crit chance, all of these great things. So I mean, I like these two with Aegis. Aegis is a bit of a defensive layer. Let's take a look at our items. Always love these two. Don't need the cactus. If we had the movement speed one, I'd say that could be worth considering because he scales with movement speed. We're going to turn off this because it won't be useful. I will turn off this because it won't be useful. I think these two would still be rather good. I don't think we need either of those, and I like all of these. Is that everything we need to think about? I believe so. Oh, wait, we could check the Calcium hat. What do we need for the Calcium hat? As Calcium finished the final boss fight. Oh, on Graveyard. Okay. Can't do that one. Any fun things we could go for here? Not really. We'll just go and get started. Are we on Tier 2? Or I think now we pick the stage. There we go. Tier 2 Desert. Let's see where we can go. Last runs haven't gone too great. I don't see any reason to include them. We didn't unlock anything when we were going for anything, so we're just going to pick it up here, shall we? Grab that Executioner, and we will be on our merry way. We're gonna get it. No, you guys are coming straight from the other thing, and you're like, well, what is he talking about? Why does he sound like he's struggling so much? I lost a run where the guy was at 30 HP, man. It was not a great time. It was not a great enjoyment of the game or anything of the sort. I am now realizing a minor issue if I don't remember what I've said in terms of the patch. I think there was something else I went over in the patch, but I can't remember. So 07, read the patch notes. Unlucky. These are, okay, I was gonna say these are all Kevin items, but the Thunder Mitts is on. Thunder Mitts is good. Thunder Mitts is a good bit of burst. Oh, I remember talking about the difficulty tome though. I did mention the difficulty tome after the trauma I went through this weekend trying to upgrade or get the like Forest Tier 3 run going with only 3 weapons. Man, that difficulty tome, it's amazing. It's amazing, but zooey, does it make the game more difficult? Who could have guessed? We might try difficulty tome this time. If we run Proj, Crit Chance, Difficulty XP, maybe we try it. Maybe that was the issue last time. Didn't have enough scaling. You gotta get the scaling. That's what we'll do, me reckon. Grab the chest. Let's see what we get. Anything good? Anything spicy? Golden Shield, not the best item, admittedly. Grab the Thunder Mitts. And there do be a Maui. Hello, Bonfire. Nope. Hey, Demonic Soul. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Do we have anything we want to duplicate? I see no great reason to have the Demonic Shield, so I will simply choose to duplicate this. Did I say Demonic Shield? My bad. The Blessed Shield. We're not taking, ideally, we're not taking a lot of damage. If we take a lot of damage, we have bigger issues than getting like 1 gold per. So I think, you know, we can hold off on that front. And we'll just kind of run around and see what all's around the map. I did leave something back here. What did I leave? I don't... Oh, the blue microwave. I was like, I used it. I forget, you get 2 uses of it. I think you used to be able to get 3. They nerfed one of them to where you couldn't get as many anymore, but I can't remember which it was. Grab the pod, get our luck bonuses, and we'll keep making our way along. Calcium should be pretty good with all the buffs. Obviously, you know, clearly not as good as Dice said based on the early leaderboard, but because Calcium's able to move so quickly, it shouldn't be much of an issue to get a decent bit of luck early and help kind of skyrocket your runs. In the patch notes, it specifically said that the developer, which I can't remember I think his name was like... No, if I don't know, I should just try to guess it, right? But I'm pretty sure he said that he wanted movement speed to matter a bit more. To me, I was also a bit shocked, but I think movement speed is a very relevant stat for being able to get around the map. But he wanted movement speed to matter a bit more, and, you know, movement speed does help you run around and be able to get more pots around the map, which will help you get that early luck. Now, it's not a ton of luck on the first stage, however, on the second stage, it actually ends up being quite good. And then on the third stage, like getting 1% almost luck per pot is really good. Here, I'm pretty sure the small pot gives 0.3 and the big pot gives 0.4, so it's not even 2 per. And I'm pretty sure that on the second stage, I know for a fact the big one is 2 per. The big one might be like 0.8 and the small one like 0.5. And then, I can't remember what it is on tier 3, and I might have those numbers mixed up, but it's kind of crazy how good it is. We'll grab the difficulty tome. I'm down. I'm down to, you know, maybe it'll help my ego in this game a little bit if I can do a good difficulty tome. I genuinely spent my entire Sunday just trying those to get a really, really, really big scaling forest run, and I'm so upset I couldn't. I ended up, like I said, getting a decent one. I got the wizard hat unlocked, which I don't know if I mentioned. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. And that was really fun. I do love the hat unlocks. I'm very excited to make some videos on that. Refresh. Ooh. Go for the quantity tome first, just to be able to get some more damage, to be able to keep killing things. I really shouldn't just be standing here. I should be going around the map doing stuff, but it'll be okay, I reckon. Ain't no big hurry. Ain't no big hurry at all. Honestly, with Sand Golem, yeah, I think we will. I think we will just keep on our merry way, go grab the map stuff, grab some pots as we go, have a good time. I don't know if we have any tumbleweed unlocks left. I still feel like we haven't gotten the shotgun, and you know, if we get the shotgun over the Aegis, it is what it is. I think the shotgun got its default knockback buffed, if I remember correctly, so that could be a big buff. I'd like to see a, well, I won't say anything. I have a lot of ideas for challenges that I'm very excited for. One might or might not include the shotgun. So I don't want to speak too much on this. It's something I've tried to avoid doing. You know, we know we're gonna do the Thorns stuff, but I think we're gonna have some pretty good challenge videos coming up once unlocks get done. Now, I will say, once we get into those, what might happen is Megabonk uploads do slow down, because those challenges will be harder, and like I could see easily resetting for a couple hours on them. That's whenever like the format of, you know, maybe no commentary until I think what we'll do is not no commentary, but post commentary until I feel confident in a run to where I start commentating on it, because otherwise we would have hours and hours of just cut out footage and I would have no voice and it would take forever to get the uploads out. So we're not going to do that. But once we get to those challenges, I think it'll be a fun time. We'll be able to test some stuff that I think a lot of people aren't testing, because why would you test stuff that really, by all means, should suck? It's kind of what happens in a lot of games. This stuff goes undiscovered because people are pretty sure it's bad, so they don't test it to its fullest extent. Because sometimes you really just need to believe something is good, and you can find something. And I'm not saying it's going to be, you know, earth-shattering, top of the leaderboard, but I am saying that I think a lot of stuff in this game could be better than people give it credit for, and it's just kind of undiscovered. That's a big thing in PoE. It happens to PoE a ton. Probably should have taken the crit chance tome there. I don't know for a factorino, though. I don't know if we can grab this chest. We do need to be grabbing chests, though, generally speaking. I always hold on to this gold, and I don't think we're going to be going for, like, a hyper scale, save all of our gold until we get 10 keys, yada yada run. Although I think it's actually 6 or 7. 6 or 7 keys that we need. Ooh, take the slippery ring. The other stuff is genuinely, like, useless. We have no real need for those things. Grab the crit chance tome. We still need the Aegis. The Aegis is the last little piece here to get going. It's just going to be a nice defensive layer. Grab the crit damage. I don't want to scale difficulty too much, although I should, by all means. I understand I should, and yet, my cowardice. It is too powerful. I am too much of a big coward. Open up the chest. Alright, Chris have a chance to explode damage. Good AoE. Like to see it. We already have AoE with the bones, so that should kind of make us have just giga AoE. Which fingers crossed, works out good. We can do a test against the boss, because we're going to have to beat this guy on stage 2. Or, no. Oh, that's how this works, right? We have to beat like 5 ghosts, and then we can fight the guy. That's fine. Each ghost is pretty easy, and they do give you a chest. So, free chest generation, which is always going to be nice. We will grab, I think, Proj right now. I think Proj is rather good. And then let me think. So I'm pretty sure we don't need to like complete the full thing to get to the boss on stage 1. The one on stage 2 should be entirely irrelevant. I am glad we did grab it though. That way I can try to get those started pretty early once we actually get onto the tier 2 stage. I am a little bit concerned right now that we don't have enough damage to survive the upcoming swarm, so we are going to try to consider our options, I do believe. I need to start grabbing probably the percentage upgrade on the damage and stuff. I don't want to neglect those too long, because if you do, then they just kind of... It's not that they feel worthless, it's like you just need to take them at some point. You need to, because a lot of times it doesn't feel great having to take them, because it doesn't feel that impactful, but then once you have like several of them, it does feel pretty dang good to have them. So it's just you gotta do it. You gotta grit your teeth and bear it. Like right now. Now is one of those moments. Grab percent damage. Feeling pretty good about it. Considering we have the upgraded, or not the upgraded, but we have the Lemonade or whatever it is, the AoE explosion, I'm not the most worried for the swarm. We do have the crit chance. Also, sorry, my voice is going out a little bit. I think that does mean that no matter what this run goes, this will be the final attempt. We'll have a nice little 2-run video. I'm happy we got the hero sword though. That should be, I think, both hero and corrupted sword, because last video we did the corrupted sword, so it's going good. We're getting there one step at a time. Who did we unlock it on? Tony Mczoom. I love Tony. Good old Tony Mczoom. I wonder if Tony Mczoom and Calcium are the same character, and that's simply Tony Mczoom's fate is unfortunately to die and become Calcium. I doubt it. I imagine Megabonk lore. You know how Vampire Survivors is getting a movie? Hear me out. Megabonk movie. Let's get it. Let's get it. Squad. Oh. Come on, come on. What am I doing? I probably should actually try to do something rather than just running around in circles like I'm playing COD Zombies, man. Probably should try to do something. Get the quantity tome. Ooh, hello there, friend. I don't see any issue taking the credit card, because I do need to open chests, so it's nice to have a little bit of incentivization to do the chest opening. Be able to test our boss here against our boss DPS against the Scorpion. Probably gonna take the beer. Not too concerned with HP numbers right now. Oh, our damage is good, huh? What did all that damage to him? Was it just like, I don't know, I think our damage is just kind of goated. Nice. All right, hey, bet, easy. Grab more crystals. They can't hurt. They're actually rather nice. Grab the difficulty shrine, and we're just gonna keep grabbing everything we can, basically get our power as large as possible. I cannot believe the amount of crystals we're getting. That does baffle me a little bit. Wait a minute, we don't have an XP tome. Whoopsie, I was not supposed to take the damage tome, was I? I was supposed to go XP in difficulty, and I did not do that. That's okay. We are just going to be playing this game a little bit differently now. We're going to prioritize XP in the microwave as much as possible, I think. It shouldn't be the biggest deal by any means, but it is something to consider. We probably also are just going to want to get easy on the difficulty, because we aren't going to have that as much multiplicative scaling. If you're only going to have one vector, I would suggest the one that doesn't make the game harder, admittedly. That is the path I would go, but it is clearly not the path I went. So who am I to be who am I to give advice here, huh? Yeah, we're gonna... Well, I mean, it is still scaling, I guess. Like, I didn't care too much about the other upgrades. I don't know, maybe I should have taken it. Maybe I should have. Who knows, man. We'll grab the crit chance and damage. I don't know, maybe the damage tome there was better. If only I had the mod. Crit chance tome because it's purple and it's all my eyes wanted to see. Please, thank you so much. How's our damage? How's our damage looking? Oh, damage is looking fine. This is much better than the other. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know the crazy thing about the other run though? I even had the setup I have now, but instead of difficulty, I had the XP shrine. That is particularly funny, and I don't have any items that are like causing insane damage either. I don't know, demonic soul's pretty nice, right? Because it's basically double or 100% damage increase. The reason I say it's so weird is because percent damage is kind of a stat you need to understand is different than flat damage and all these things. So it's 100% damage increase. You can just say 100% damage increase, I guess. I guess it still makes sense. How long do we want to stay in the final swarm? Honestly, I don't. I'm fine to get going. Now, surely we don't have to have completed the, like, quest thing. We don't have to do the graveyard boss thing on tier 1, and then that unlocks the ability to do it on tier 2, right? It's not, like, sequential like that, because that would be silly. I would get it, and it would actually be, like, I would get it, but because I don't want it, it would be silly. But it would be kind of cool if, like, it was required. We're going to go for the Echo Shard because we don't have XP scaling. I do need to kind of... We'll grab these charge shrines, and we're just going to sprint it. We won't grab any more charge shrines, probably, because we need to figure out if the spawn thing is on the map. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need to fight some ghosties, and then I believe Calcium's dead. Grab the projectile tome, and we are just going to check around the map. Now, it should be a green square. I'm pretty sure that is how it will appear, so we do need to just make sure we check all the green squares we go by. We have a boss shrine, we have Maui. We'll grab the Maui and the shady guy over here. We'll increase our luck, why not? Hello, Mr. Shady Guy. We will increase our XP gain because I was a big dummy dumb who did not increase his XP gain via an XP tome. What a fool. You'd have to be a real dummy to do such a thing. And we just need to be able to find what's it called? I don't know. Is it a tombstone? Is that what we're looking for? I'll know it whenever I see it. Okay, I'll know it when I see it. Also, this storm could go away. That would be great. Thank you so much. I probably shouldn't grab this charge shrine because we're just wasting time, but maybe it'll give me XP gain. It did not. Wow, these are useless stats. What a waste of time. Joy, joy, joy. Skip all this. Ooh, we'll grab the magnet shrine though. Thank you so much. And we'll just keep running along. I really am hoping we come across the boss thing soon. Ooh, was that it over there in the distance? I'm seeing something that looks like it might be. Hello there, my friend. You know, no, I was gonna say we might want to turn on boss curse. I actually kind of really want to turn on boss curse. I think we will, because boss curse, because we have bone, might result in more damage. It's the boss curse damage theory. I can lead this guy over to one, and it shouldn't be too big of a... Ooh, Maui. Yes, XP gain. I hesitated because normally I'm so used to having the XP tome, but alas, we do not. Oh, hello, Scorpion. We should still be okay here. We should, I hope, fingers crossed, if we get lucky. Oh, that does mean that the easier boss will be the Scorpion, because now the harder one will be the Stone Golem, which is not going to be too big of an issue at all. And you two are by each other, so the bones should be just going back and forth between you two a lot of the time, right? And yet, I'm not so much seeing it doing that. No, I don't know. I do not know. I turned off Smart Aim and went back to closest enemy, which might have been a mistake. I don't know, I was wondering if maybe that was what was causing a lot of the issues this weekend. So whenever I was going through the settings to make sure it was all good for recording, like no auto levels or anything turned on, I turned that off, and who knows, maybe that was the incorrect play, but for the time being, we are absolutely destroying the game. It really, I'm surprised Boss Curse Shrine does not work on the Ghost. That is shocking to me. It works on Graveyard on the like bosses you need for the keys. So I'm really shocked it doesn't work here actually. I think we have to beat 3 ghosts before we unlock the actual Calcium Dad boss. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too worried about this swarm. We don't have an extra jump, which now I am a little bit more concerned. So I just want to keep my eyes open and aware of what is happening in the game. If there was a crit chance upgrade there, I probably should have taken it. I think it would have been the smarter move. This should be a damage buff because Calcium should deal more damage the faster he goes. I wonder, does it live update? Is it based on your current speed, or is it based on like your speed stat? Well, I guess that's the same. If he gets speed as he goes, and that upgrades his speed stat, and he has like some kind of ratio, I guess that's what would make the most sense. Man, we just are not being able to kill these things particularly quickly, eh? Grab more damage everywhere I can get it. And just, I mean, keep doing the same thing, right? Not much more we can do other than just hoping and praying. Proc count is damage, although I wonder if the crit chance just for the bone was better there. Crit chance, I guess. I don't know, that last upgrade options weren't the best by any means. Yeah, I don't know, if this is step 2 out of 4, our damage is really looking not that hot for it. So we'll see if we're actually able to get this run. I feel like this was good. I really am upset that we took the dual damage rather than the XP difficulty, because I wonder if that would have been better just by virtue of having a lot more XP scaling. But I don't know. I do not know. Come on, go down, big guy. I hope we have enough time. Ooh, I really hope we have enough time. Where is the next one? Over there in the far corner? That is A-okay. We are speed itself. We are the wind. Grab the luck. Come on. One step at a time. Please don't have insanely high HP. Oh, that is like double what the other one had. And yet, we are still dealing good damage to it. So I'm not feeling too worried. I thought the other one had like 180k. Maybe I was wrong? I don't know, but we're dealing really good damage to it, which makes me rather happy. We're going to keep just upgrading these damage tomes. I wonder, surely it's not the Grandma's Secret Tonic, right? I don't know. We should buy chests, though. What am I doing? We have just sat on so much gold for absolutely no reason. We could have gotten some very useful upgrades. I feel so silly every time I just remember that we have to... Gold is a useless stat if you don't use it, especially for these kind of runs. That is so unbelievably frustrating that I always forget. But alas, what can you do? Only human. But imagine we were more. Imagine! Projectile count. Oats. Not gonna be the best option there. Not gonna be the best at all. We'll keep melting him down, though. I wonder if the calcium boss will be affected by it. Because I wonder if he counts as actual boss, but the ghosts don't for some reason. That'd be interesting. Grab the chest. Campfire. Don't plan on standing still too much. That seems like a little bit of a death sentence. And now we just have to follow the arrow to what should be the actual boss. So I am curious to see, though, if he ends up being 1 or 2. If he ends up being 2, I think that's better because of Bone being able to bounce back and forth between them. But I don't know for a fact. Alright, are you going to be the skeleton boss? Or are you going to be... Nope, you are another ghost. That is crazy to me. You also have 3 times the HP as the other one. So that makes sense if it went like 30k or 60k to 180k to 360k or whatever to now 900-ish k. So not quite 3 times, but still a decent bit. We'll get the extra bounces. So Swarm, and then at 2 minutes we'll have another boss, which is going to be a little concerning. Oh, man. I'm just not sold on our damage here. We have a good chunk of gold still, so we probably should try to use that. See if we get anything useful. That is not particularly useful. I'm not going to grab the difficulty shrine because I think that that would not help our cause here very much. I do not think it would help our cause, not at all, actually. Grab the bone. Why are we so fast? What did I get that made me so fast? There must have been a power-up that my eyes did not see. That's like the only thing I can think of. I hope that the Sand Golem doesn't screw us over. It shouldn't by all means, but I do need this horde to die down. That way the red ghost starts taking damage again. Whenever the red ghost takes damage, we're all happy. But if he doesn't take damage, we are all very unhappy. Medkit, okay, is what it is. Type beat. Damage and damage. Love my damage buckets at least. Love me some damage buckets. Good old multiplicative damage. Surely the calcium boss does not have like 2.7 million HP, right? That'd be insane. That'd be silly at that point. That would be pretty crazy. That would be not a great time. I mean, look at the Sand Golem bosses in comparison. They have no HP. They have like none in comparison. Electric Plug's not going to be very useful. Alright, I am not even going to worry about these two. I need all of this time to be able to actually try to get the boss down. Surely this guy doesn't have like 2.7, right? 2.7 would be insane. It would be insane if he had 2.7. Don't have 2.7. 2 mil is still insane, okay? 2 mil is still insane. It's like 10 Sand Golems, man. I mean, we're getting them down 1 step at a time, but... I mean, that's the motto of this channel, man. 1 step at a time. Just try to freaking bear down, man. Hunker down, bunker down, whatever you gotta do. You cannot believe how much HP they gave him. That is so crazy to me. They gave him so much HP. I mean, it's not, because I get it's like supposed to be a big unlock or what have you, but man, what a big chunk of damage. My phone keeps going off. Why is my phone going off? So everyone's going live. The Twitch addiction, sorry. Dude, oh, Low Stratones finally won a game. I'm so happy, I'm so happy. I hope they win today, man. I really would love if they win their game today. I'd be so sad if they lose. I'm also going to be really sad if we lose this run. I need to try to like stay right by him as best I can here. Because if we can get like our Executioner to stay on him, I feel like we have a good chance with the potential executes, but the moment Final Swarm starts, if I can't like kill him soon thereafter, the Final Swarm will just eat all of our damage and he will not end up dying. Grab the crit chance, I guess. Crit chance there is going to be really good. I'd much rather get crit chance tomes than individual crit chance upgrades right now. Although I would take anything to make our Executioner deal more damage, because I think those like execution procs are what is dealing the bulk of our damage. But we should be good. I think we're going to get them. By all means, we should. There we go. And right quick, let's see if we can actually finish Desert Tier 2 and unlock Desert Tier 3, shall we? I think that'd be nice. And now we can actually start playing on the Graveyard, which I'm so excited for. That's gonna be a proper good time is what that'll be. But we should have time. I mean, this boss should not have nearly as much HP as the Calcium Dad or whatever his name was did. Ooh, I will grab the Maui right quick though, even though we're in Final Swarm. Take the 10% damage upgrade. It's not much, but it's honest work. Pretty please. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the double. Okay, come on. Do we have to kill both of them, I wonder? I do not know. I do know that I'm pretty sure we have no life still. I do know that I know for a fact that my opinion is blank. I'm 100% confident that I'm pretty sure this thing occurs. Just different variants of saying you know something but not. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to beat this. Final Storm's taking all the damage. I feel absurdly tanky. Like, I have no life still. Do I have, like, for some reason, just an insane amount of regen? I have 145 regen, which is only like 2 a second, so I don't think that's it by any means. Grab the katana. But yeah, I feel so tanky. Why am I so tanky? I mean, I have 225 HP. That's like a sizable amount of HP. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just the burgers. Maybe the burgers are just keeping us alive. We do have a ton of burgers all around. We are taking big damage now. Yeah. We were close. He was in poison range, but just didn't get the finish kill. That'll be okay. We have Graveyard unlocked. But with that said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Look at that bone damage, man. Oh, bone buff went hard, eh? That's nice to see. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, everybody, take it easy.